friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a quick little kind of walkthrough of what I have pulled out for working on my December daily. This is going to be the first kind of video I've done like a voiceover while actually filming, so I don't know if it's actually going to work out or if it's going to be a total flop, so we'll see. So this is the album I'm using. It's from Ali Edwards. I'm going to set that aside, and then at the end I will go through some of my foundation pages that I've set up already. So over here in this little clear acrylic container, it looks like this. It's got a couple little assorted pockets. I got it from Amazon and I'll link it below. I really like it because it's quite small and I can fit it very easily on my actual desk. I've got a couple little assorted ribbons here. I really like all three of them and they're very tiny, so I think they'll take up a little bit less space in my album than some big ribbons. I also, in this lower compartment, have a December stamp from Studio Calico. And then my necessary tools. So my ruler, my X-Acto knife, my tweezers, my favorite pen, which is the .38 Pilot G2. I use this for like everyday writing in my journals, if it'll focus. And then my tiny attacher by Tim Holtz, which I always have linked in the description box below. I freaking love this thing. Okay, and then in the back, when I had originally purchased this organizer, I was hoping to be able to fit my 6x8 stamps in the back and then my 4x6 stamps in the front. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way, but I can still at least fit my 4x6 stamps in it. Let me pull out a piece of paper here. So these are all of the stamp sets that I've pulled aside that I think would work well with December. So I have this one, which is Baking from the Paper Person shop. This one, also from Paper Person shop, is All is Bright version 2. I really liked the kind of letters and then words written inside the letters, and I can use these all year round. Drinking, vacation, wish list, decorate, outdoors, reading. There's some that are specifically for the holidays, but I can use that all year. This one from Everyday Explorers, the Holiday Seals. This one from Paper Person shop, which is Baking Spirits Bright. And honestly, I got this specifically for this stamp that says, "More butter, please." But I plan on having a whole cookie spread, so this is going to be perfect for that as well. This one is just Houses and Trees. The Pies stamp set from Paper Person shop, Next Stop Pies. I am obsessed with this. I don't think most of these are even available anymore, to be completely honest. A bunch of these other ones are going to be from Studio Calico. These don't have names on them, unfortunately, but if they're available, I'll link them below. This one's cute. I really like all the snowflakes on this one. That'll be great for some decorative features. I always love a good garland. If you watch any of my digital videos, I feel like I always use like digital garlands. This one is going to be from Ali Edwards. This is from the Paisley Press collab for this year. And then these are some stickers that I have on the desk. So I've got some of these tabs. I've used some of these already for a couple of my foundation pages. So it came in black, gold, and red. I really like them, but I noticed when I was watching one of Ali's videos that she staples them down, and I would agree that that's probably the best idea. It doesn't feel like if you're actually pulling the tab to turn the page that it's super sturdy. I feel like I'd pull the tab off. So I would staple them down personally. And I do. I've got one in my album already. This is from the Paisley Press kit. And I've used a couple of these already as well. Then the Chipboard, I think. Yeah, Chipboard Trees. This one, again, was from the Paisley Press kit. And then this is from a Studio Calico kit, I believe, but I think it was the kit from last year. Since this is my first time ever doing December Daily, I did purchase a bunch of stuff from like past years. Because honestly, if the year's not on it, I see no reason why not, like that I shouldn't just use it if I like it, you know? So I purchased a couple of things from 2021, I think. I've been holding this paper up and down as well. This I didn't get from any like Christmas kit this year. This is a printable. I think I got it from Lilypad, the Lilypad website, and it is by Paisley Press. And I don't know if you can actually see the colors, but like it's gorgeous. Like that textured look is in the paper. And I just printed this 12 by 12, but I let it fit on my paper. So it's smaller than 12 by 12, but it's like a perfect square. I'm using a 6 by 8 album, so I can cut this down to fit basically whatever I'm going to be doing in that album whenever I choose to use it. So I'm not necessarily going to flip through all of these papers, but I did get, with my Allie Edwards order, I got the 10 by 8 specialty paper pack, the 10 by 8 extra paper pack, and the Paisley Press kit. I didn't get the main kit, and I also got the 6 by 8 specialty papers. So there's a lot of paper in here. I'm not gonna flip through them all. If you've been watching December Daily videos, I'm sure you've already seen tons of hauls or like unboxings and stuff like that. Maybe next year I'll do one if y'all want to see it, but yeah, those are the packs that I got and I love them. This is the little box that I have from the Paisley Press kit, and so far I've just kind of thrown a bunch of like random stuff in here. Most of these are numbers that I've pulled out of my stash and or my just what I purchased, and I just kind of set them in here because I know I'm going to be needing numbers for this project, so I wanted to have them readily available. Oh no! So these ones were from this year, these numbers, so I got those. I really like them. These numbers actually came in the Halloween kit that I purchased like basically at the end of October when I didn't even need it anymore, but I loved the numbers and I loved the kit, so I'll use them next year. These were from Studio Calico. And then these were just random numbers. Wow, that popped all the way out. Just numbers from Allie Edwards. I got black and white. And then these ones are Puffy numbers from the November Paper Person Shop subscription box. And quite honestly, I am in love with them. And I feel like I'll probably end up using these a lot for my December Daily because they're so pretty. And I like that the 30s, 29s, like the double digit numbers are already together. And then this is just more paper. So I got the specialty papers. These ones here are all from the Paper Person Shop for November and December subscriptions. And they're all very Christmassy, so I put them in my stash here for December Daily, so I could use them if I felt the desire to. So this one, I was actually thinking of putting this on this, potentially. I think those look so cute together. But we'll see, we'll see. So I've got the 6x8 Transparencies and the cardstock. I'm not even entirely sure what they're called, but the like shaped cardstocks and stuff like that as well. And then this was just a random bag that I kind of threw in here because I was like, oh, I could probably use that. And then I've got scraps of papers that I've already cut up from the add-on papers and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of paper. I super, super love the Paisley Press kit. I just feel like her style is such my vibe. So, and I've got these all just kind of sitting in the little kit box so that I don't lose anything. And the kit box is just super cute in general. So the last thing that I have isn't really on my desk, but I have it easily accessible in my crafting area. This is 2 pieces. This is one of the pieces from the Target Dollar Spot, and I basically just got all of the embellishments in them that came with the kits, and then some extra pieces that I got like random places. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I'll probably pull from, but I've just got it kind of sitting in here for the time being. This is where I've got my Christmas washi. I've got a couple other ones, but I'm not sure where they are. And then another embellishment pack from Studio Calico. And then I've also got all of the 3x4 journaling cards. And then some stuff that I thought could be fun to add to my album. So these rainbow gold flakes. I'm not sure if it'll focus well on them because of the texture, but they're super pretty. And then I've got some gold glitter stars, some green trees. I got this one from the Target Dollar Spot. It was $1. And then these little pom-poms, also from the Target Dollar Spot. And then I had this that I pulled out of my regular stash just because it's red and I feel like I can use for Christmas. And then this shimmer trim as well from Close to My Heart. My camera doesn't seem to like anything glittery. I'm kind of there with it though, so because I don't usually use a lot of glittery stuff, but sometimes I do. And then underneath here is kind of like a paper tray that has an empty spot on top, which is where I have that brown tray, and then also a pull-out drawer. And I've basically just got extra stickers and stuff in here. I'm so sorry that my ring light is like shining on all of this, but it's like 7 p.m. and I don't have any daylight. So I ended up with 2 of these. Somehow I think I got like a random like surprise sticker. That came in a random kit as well. And then I think I've got like this Thanksgiving thing in here. I don't know why it's in here. I think I just kind of set it in there. These are cookie alpha letters. I think they're super cute. They're from the Paper Person shop. And then some other stickers from the Paper Person shop. I have the word stickers, more hearts and locations, more word stickers, these kind of reddish pinkish trees and stars. Somehow I ordered 2 of these. I honestly don't know how I did that, but I've got 2 of those. These were from last year. They were in a surprise bag. So were these. Actually, I think all 3 of these were in a surprise bag that I ordered with my December daily order. I have my Avery index tabs in here. The canvas things. I'm not sure what they were called. I don't remember off the top of my head. Some Puffy stickers from Studio Calico, and then the 3x8 transparency and card set. And then I have this like die cut thing just on top of that because it fits pretty perfectly right there. These right over here are the larger die cuts. Can't pick the other one up right now, but they didn't really fit in my little bin, so I just kind of set them. I just painted my nails so my nails are sticking to the thing. Oops, sorry. Oh goodness. These frames came in a scrapbooking kit from Hobby Lobby. It was a Christmas scrapbooking kit, so I did pull them apart and just kind of set them in here in case that was something I wanted to use. This is from the die cut set. And then the, I don't think this is vellum. Maybe it is. Transparency, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But this came in one of the surprise kits that I got as well. And then these are just the baking embellishments from the recent Paper Person Shop kit that I wanted to pull aside because I know I'm going to be doing some baking this season. So I wanted to have them readily available so I can use them in my December documenting. Then I'm just going to kind of put everything back in here. Probably a little bit neater than I originally had it. And yeah, so that's how I've got these extra items kind of set aside. And I just kind of have them sitting on a shelf that I can easily move. If I need them for something or want to use them. So this is my album that I'll be using this year, like I've said. And let me see if I can move my light a little bit so I can actually open it. So I'm using the Paisley Press album. I also have another green 6x8 album that I purchased as like a surprise album because it was only $8 when I was placing an order with Ali Edwards. And it turned out to be like the perfect green color. So if I do need a second album, I'm going to be using that one. So I've put one of these canvas tags here and I'm going to put my reason why on here. I'm going to run this through my printer. I just haven't done it yet because I haven't actually done that before. And I'm a little nervous I'm going to ruin it. So I've kind of been stalling. But that's my plan, is to kind of use some temporary adhesive and run that through my printer. This is my Let's Start the Season opening page. I'm not sure if I like it. We'll see. We'll see if I keep it like that. I'm not sure. I might change it out completely, but I'm using one of the Transparencies and then just some random embellishments. And then I have that taped to the back of this December calendar that's from the Paper Person papers. And my plan for this was to just kind of write down anything that we did for the month of December. So if we go for a nature walk, I'll write that down. If we go ice skating, if we have dinner with friends, just kind of any eventful things that we do. I did this for my October daily and I really loved it, so I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that again. Ugh. And then my day one page is basically done. I just have to pick a number and figure out where I want to put it. But I used one of the 3x8 cards that says enjoy these moments, and I'm basically using that as a bucket list because when I was speaking to my husband, this was everything I wanted to do for my bucket list. So I was like, perfect, I don't even have to figure out how to type it out. I'll just use that card. And then this is the stamp challenge from the December Daily Prep Day class course. It was stamping a whole page, and I chose to stamp little moments with a remember, remember, remember break in it. I don't know what I'll use that with or for yet, but it's really gorgeous and I love it. I love the way it came out. This next page I have here is actually a page I was inspired by one of Ali Edwards' videos, I think from 2020. I remember in her video she said that this was part of the product play, but I kind of just looked at what she did and did my own thing, so I'm not 100% sure if this is exactly how she did it or if this is just whatever I did. I actually printed this transparency out myself with a digital download from, I think, 2020, and then cut it in half, punched 2 holes in it for a tie, and then just taped 1/2 of it to a piece of white cardstock. And I did this twice in my album. So behind this photo, I do want to have a full like journal spread where I kind of spend really the whole day just kind of use the whole day just to create a journaling spread essentially. And I thought it would look really pretty behind these trees. So that's my plan for this one. And then I did this also with the Believe in Magic transparency from this year as well. And for this one, I think I'm going to place a black and white photo behind it, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. This next one is going to be from the prep day from this year, and these tags were a free download. The prep day was $5, so I went ahead and joined it so I could get all of the freebies. Well, I guess technically they're not freebies since I paid for it, but whatever. So basically there's a tag, and then each of my family members can kind of fill out what their preference is. And my plan, this one is done. My plan is to have a photo on the back of each tag. So this one is just going to be for the kids only, because I knew if I were to ask them questions, they would all answer exactly the same. And they did. And anytime they didn't answer exactly the same, I just selected both options. So that's this one right here. And then I have a photo of all 3 of them laying in the living room on the back. And then I have one for me and my husband as well. And then I will put a photo of each of us on the back of this too. And then I also created this little pocket page using some of the papers from this year's paper packs. Then my next foundation page is actually going to be for letters to Santa. So this envelope right here is from, I think, a subscription order from like a decoration company forever ago, like years ago. I've just kind of had it sitting in my stuff, so I took a piece of the pattern paper, cut it into a rectangle, and pasted it to the top. I did this because I actually ripped the envelope a little bit, so I wanted to cover that up, and then have the tag here with one of the die cuts that says "Come on, Santa," and then inside there was another rip right here, so I put Santa there, and then another piece of the pattern paper on the back. And then I'm going to tuck our Christmas lists into here. And yeah, I'll put a number either on the top or the bottom, and possibly add some additional embellishments whenever I do this page. This one, I just kind of put the 2 half circle pages together. I want them to open like this, and I was considering using this as my cookie page because I think it would be really fun to have a plate of cookies and then just cut around the plate and have it kind of fit within the circle. I'm still kind of toying around with the idea of what else I could do with these 2 pages together, and if I would want the cookie pages to kind of also take over the backs, or if I'd want to use these for another spread. I'll probably figure that out closer to actually using those pages, but I do think it would be fun for the inside page to be a picture of a plate of cookies. Like maybe I could also attach like a vellum piece or something right here and just have it flip out and have some journaling or something on it. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get to it. This last page, I think, yes, is really just, I was playing around with flipping over the 10 by 8 papers because part of the reason I got the 10x8 papers was because I wanted to be able to do this as an option, to give it a little bit more interactivity and stuff like that. I scored it incorrectly at first, but my plan is to kind of just cover that up on this side and potentially put another piece of something on this side as well. So I pulled out one of the 3x8 papers that I like with this pattern, and then I can basically just cut these holes off on the side and it would fit perfectly on here, and I can use this to put my journaling for whatever day this is going to be and whatever it's going to be for. And then either place a photo or something right here, or maybe even cover, I don't know if I want to put a photo here, or maybe several little photos I could do here, and just kind of put them in the squares so that I don't lose the pattern. We'll see. And then have like a large photo right here. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of play around with the actual folding over and scoring and kind of figure out where I would need my score line to be, because I do have several plans for how I want my book and movie spread that I'm planning to do this year in this album. I already have a plan for how I want it to look, so I was just kind of testing this idea out, and obviously I'm not going to waste it, so I'm going to use this for something else. And then the last thing I have in here is just this page. I know I want to use this page to put a photo of each member of our family against a white backdrop, just to kind of show us this year with like our name and our age, and maybe something written up here. I'm not 100% sure if I'll even use this paper or if I'll use another paper. I think I've got like a full page of the 2x2s, if you can see that. So I might actually trim this down and just use it like this, these 8 right here, and trim this last one off. I haven't decided yet. But that was kind of an idea that I was playing around with, and I just kind of put this stuff in here so I would remember that I was thinking about it. And then everything else in here is just the page protectors that actually came with the album. So yeah, that is kind of the items, how I have them all stored, and then my few foundation pages that I'm planning to use for my December daily this year. My plan for documenting is I'm going to try and do it daily, and I'm also going to try and record daily as well. I do work a full-time job, and I have 2 kids full-time, and then my stepson comes several times a week as well. So I don't know if it's going to be 100% possible, but I'm going to try and see how it works. Obviously, if going daily doesn't work, then I will switch to the once a week that I was doing with my October daily. But my plan is to do daily videos as well. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye!